I had to test this platform because it's driving me bonkers. And it gave me a really great opportunity to come back and answer some questions that I'm getting about these birth professional labor and delivery nurse workshops. As you saw, November workshops are sold out, but I actually have an opening, so I'll tell you all about it. Some new things changed today, which is great for you. Some awesome news. So I'm Mandy Irby. I'm the birth nurse. I believe our bodies are powerful with the right support. We are unstoppable. Thank you for being here and being a subscriber and watching my lives and participating. So when you ask a question, I can pop it up on the screen and answer it. I promote voice choice and physiology for parents and labor nurses, birth professionals, but labor nurses specifically because I am a labor and delivery nurse. And I feel like labor and delivery nurses have a ton of obstacles and a ton of challenges currently in their care, in their education, and in their training for how to have an effect on the labor experience and also how to love doing their job around this, what seems like a Pitocin pandemic, right? I can't say pandemic. Pitocin, wow, I said that in my if you saw my class, that's what I say, but I shouldn't say that on this platform. This platform doesn't like that word. Pitocin is everywhere. Cesarean rates are not budging. What the heck are you to do? So I am offering now my in-person classes online. I mean, isn't that like all the rage right now? So what's going on is the November class is full and it filled before I could share it here. Ooh, sorry. So I'm sorry about that. Bonus, a November spot just opened up. It got moved to January, and I actually have a spot open for a medium-sized to large group class online. So if you have a group and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this, Mandy, why didn't you tell me?" and you haven't got my emails, then you can book it for November. There are 6 continuing ed credits available, and it's 2 workshops. It's Peanut Balls Beginner and Advanced, and also Genius Labor Support Skills for Nurses. So it's genius because you don't have to be a pro. You don't have to be an advanced nurse. You don't have to be a nurse for 10 years to get all of this new information. It's actually a lot of it is derived from what I teach parents. And nurses are not getting this information. When I teach nurses a Lamaze class, they're like, mind is blown because they don't know what parents are learning unless you have been a parent and have taken a class before. And they're not getting this training. You're not getting this training in school or from your job. And I did an Instagram live about that a few weeks ago because it is irritating to me that the goal of the hospital, the bottom line of the hospital does not necessarily align or is not the same as the patient's bottom line and the nurse's bottom line. So the goal for the nurse, advocating for the patient, advocating for birth, smooth birth experience, preventing unnecessary cesareans, and voice choice and physiology. However, how do you know what you're supporting? How do you know what birth looks like? How do you know physiology, the physiology that you're supporting? So we're going to work on labor support skills inside of peanut balls. So beginner and advanced peanut balls, because you're not getting that training anywhere else. No one's teaching that to labor and delivery nurses. No one's going into hospitals and doing that right now because of our situation. So why don't you learn online? Even if your hospital won't pay for it, learn online, get the skills, start making change. Other people will notice it. And hopefully, then your hospital will help your entire unit get this training and understand so you are all speaking the same language and be able to help troubleshoot with each other because there's all of those wild situations that come up that you need to troubleshoot with other people. So it's tough to be the only one that knows. We're going to talk about all 4 sizes. We're going to practice positions and we're going to talk about when to use certain positions, when to use certain sizes, how to be safe, and when not to. So you can be a beginner at that. Most people have like a few sizes or one size, but they never got training and it works. But like, how is it a labor augmentation tool? That's what we're going to uncover. And then the second workshop, which is my favorite because we talk about voice choice and physiology a bunch, but it's also labor support skills. So it's how to know if someone is not coping well, how to bring them back into coping, how to know what position is going to be effective, how to know what position is going to be comfortable, and which ones to use and when. And we're going to practice some of those positions and also other things that help support labor besides physical positions, right? You're not getting this stuff. And this is what helps us love our jobs, helps us show our patients what kind of a difference we make, helps us show the hospital what kind of a difference we make. And I think that it's incredibly important foundation for labor nurses to have. And since no one else is teaching it, I have to. I have to, and I have to do it online, and I love it. So live class participants, live people who attend live, can get the continuing ed credit, the 6 contact hours. So this is what it looks like when we go somewhere to teach. I don't do this anymore. This was last year, and I don't take peanut balls with me. I just ship them to you. So if you have a private class, a small class, like I think 7 people is the minimum, 6 or 7 people is the minimum, and then we teach up to however big your unit is. Uh, we just ship the balls to you because no, we're not doing that anymore. It was a disaster that day. Like I had to take all the car seats out of the car. Oh, no, I'm going to show you here's a nice one. Here's what it looks like when we're learning. So you guys learn live with me. You have your video on so I can see what you're doing. You can ask questions. We have conversations. This is literally how excited I am. And probably why November's class sold out, because I am so freaking excited about it. And people have been waiting for it, right? You can't learn peanut balls online right now. So people have been waiting for that. We're like, yes. And scholarships are full, all of that. But January has another class, January 16th. So you can get one workshop or both workshops to get a discount. There's also some scholarships available. So this is mostly technical difficulties is the part that I don't like. Teaching online is actually really fun. And we like eat a yummy lunch. So that makes it super fun. We also have a lunch break, like mandatory go outside time, because learning online is tough. It's very different. It's hard. You can't like talk and listen at the same time because Zoom is weird about that. But if you can't make it to January, either schedule a class for your group, like your unit or your doula group, so you all can learn together and have that shared language and troubleshoot together. You have the same worksheets, you have the same information and all that, or watch the replay. So there'll be a replay when you sign up as well. So this is the most embarrassing picture from this class is when I got up on the table. I have an assistant educator who does the positions with me and for me. So we can show the position and then we watch you and you guys practice the position and then we give feedback. And that's what the table's for. But I was like, no, I need to show this angle. So I just hopped up in it. She was like, oh my gosh, I saw this picture and I was like, really? And she's laughing. But we have a lot of fun. We really have a lot of fun. Hey, Rachel, good question. The workshops are $85 US and both workshops are $155 US. Good question. Thanks. And you're due April 16th. If you are a parent, this is not a parent workshop. The parent workshop is called Fearless Birth Delivered. I'll put that in the show notes, but you need to go to mandyirby.com and click on Fearless Birth Delivered. That is the parent class, the 4-week parent class. It's a great time to do that now, or there's a February one. So you can do it in November or you can do it February. November, you get to practice the information that you learn longer. February, you're a little closer to the time and your headspace might be in a different place by then versus now, whatever is working. So the price for that class is a little different. It's 4 weeks. But this class is for nurses and doulas. So this is a pro class. This is not going to be like how do babies come out, even though some of that is in there. It's not going to be parent specific. Yeah, if it's your third baby, we still want you to be in a class, totally. This is going to be, well, I mean, it's going to be for professionals. I haven't even thought about it based on parents. It's for professionals. So it's for doulas, midwives, and labor nurses and OBs. Actually, all 4 of those are represented in the class in November. I know, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to confuse you. I talked about the parent class earlier today, which is probably why it's confusing. Um, and that class is not sold out and it starts November and there's one in February. You can find that on the site. But this one's for parents. I mean, this one's for nurses specifically. So share this with a nurse in your life, tag a nurse down below, take it with someone. That's the most common. And there is like a group discount. So let me know if you need that. Take it. If you have 3 friends, then you can take it together, get a discount, and just rock it. And go back to work and be like, "Friend, I need you. Come in here, help me with the sizing or whatever." And you will all have the same information. It's so much smoother when you learn with other people and so much more fun. So I have some people learning independently, but also a lot of people are like, "I'm taking this with a friend." So that's really, really fun. The January class, you can win some special things, and you can also get one of the Birth Boldly stickers that I have right here super easily. So I would love to see you there. If you have questions, let me know. Again, the November one is sold out, but there are spots in January 16th, or there is a spot in November. I believe there's a spot in January for just private classes, small group and large group classes. So if you just want to pick your own day and have your hospital cover it for you, I mean, winning. Yeah, do that. If you have a group of doulas, if you have nurses and doulas that are just like, those are your people, then book a separate class and learn together. You don't have to worry about getting in a class with a bunch of other people. If you don't mind that, then I will see you in January on January 16th. Both workshops, that's what I recommend because we touch on the similar things, but they're actually really very different and very fun. You're going to get energetic me, makeup on, different space. Right now, this is my son's here, so that means I'm recording, but it doesn't really help if the door's open, right? So I will see you all in January, or let me know your questions down below. Thanks for hanging out and helping me test this all day today. And for the love, always. Rachel, good luck. I hope to see you in a Fearless Birth Delivered class soon. We hired a doula and a midwife this time around. That's awesome. Third baby. It's like you know things. Baby number 2, I swear a nurse took a class like yours. She was much more like a doula than just the run-of-the-mill L&D nurse. Who wants to be a run-of-the-mill L&D nurse? No. People remember these experiences for the rest of their lives. We are not run-of-the-mill L&D nurses. We are change makers, right? We are changing lives with birth. But odds are we won't see her again. Hey, you never know. I've definitely taken care of people twice in their life, and it was like totally coincidental that we were there at the same time both times. You never know, Rachel. Hopefully you know her name and you can ask if she still works there. You can even call and ask if she works there now. Not when she works, they won't tell you that. But you can ask if she still works there. That's not wild. All right, I'm going. My son's downstairs. He's like, his mind is melting right now. I will see you all in the workshops. I'll put the link in the show notes so you can go check it out. Get your ticket online. Get it now. Treat yourself before the holiday season comes around, and then you get 6 CEUs, 6 contact hours, continuing ed credits out of the way for 2021. Woo, woo.